few months ago, I noticed this tree was losing its bark. I had no idea what to do. I know that we've had a series of drought years and that causes stress. So I called the nursery. They said, take some photos, email the photos to us. We'll have our arborist take a look at them and we'll get back to you. So they did, and they said that you need to add a systemic. And I was thinking, man, it would be so nice to have that arborist out here walking tree to tree telling me what each one needed. That would be absolutely awesome. And yet we have that same thing in our own personal lives if we'll just listen. Yesterday we took a look at Isaiah 61 verses 1 through 3. And today what we have is we're in the New Testament, and we're looking at a section where Jesus gets up and he reads the first portion. The second portion will be fulfilled in his second coming, but he reads that first portion, and Luke 4:20 says, and he closed the book and gave it again to the ministers and sat down, and the eyes of all of them in the synagogue were fastened upon him. The reason they were fastened upon him is because today it was going to be fulfilled in their eyes, that he was telling them, this that you read there is going to be fulfilled through him. And so if you remember what we read, it talks about he's anointed me to preach good tidings, to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty, to open up the prison, and to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. So it's as if each tree he's going around as the arborist to provide healing. He was the one. He didn't just preach to the masses in a big stadium. He went person to person and he met their needs. You know, the Lord Jesus Christ, when he sees us in whatever state that we're in, he knows exactly what it is that we need to promote health and healing in our lives. You ever thought about just kind of picking up the phone of prayer and calling the Lord, just laying it out there to him? I can tell you that that's what I do, is I just lay it out to the Lord and say, Lord, how can you help me in this situation? Because I may look one way on the outside, but really on the inside I'm like this. And I need the healing of the great physician. He is my arborist. He is the one that brings the health and healing to me. How about you today? When you look at yourself, when you look at your community, when you look at the world, do we not need an individual that is going to preach good tidings, bind up the brokenhearted, proclaim liberty, open the prisons, and proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord? He came, he preached, he lived it, he provides it. May God richly bless you. Thank you so much.